welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened today on FIFA Club World Cup 2025, Day 10, where today started the fixture number 3 with the games of the with 4 games, 2 games from the Group A and 2 games from the Group B, because today started the last match day of each group. For that reason, the games of the group were playing the same schedule to avoid any fix of the games, and to play in a fair way. So in the group E, the Porto and Al-Ahly tied the game 4-4. In what I thought, it has been the best game in the tournament so far, because it was very exciting. But unfortunately, because the Inter Miami and Palmeiras tied the game 2-2, Porto and Al-Ahly were eliminated, both teams, and the Inter Miami and Palmeiras qualified to the knockout round. Palmeiras as a first place and Inter Miami as a second place. And in the Group B, in the first game, PSG defeated 2-0 the Seattle Sounders, and with the result, the PSG won the group. In the second game, Atletico Madrid defeated the Botafogo 1-0, but because even with this loss, Botafogo qualified as a second place, and Atletico Madrid was eliminated from the goal difference. So let's talk about a little more about each game. Let's start with the Group A. In the first game, Porto 4, Al-Ahly 4. Remember that before this game, each team had 1 point, and it was a must to win this game and wait that the Inter Miami against Palmeiras game didn't finish in a tie, even in any of these two teams can win the game. For example, Porto and Al-Ahly win this game for more than 2 goal difference, but this didn't happen because the game was very close, where I think that in the end the Al-Ahly was the best team. About this game, it was very funny because first the Al-Ahly scored the first goal, later the Porto scored the equalizer, then the Al-Ahly scored the second goal, and later the Porto scored the second goal, later the Al-Ahly scored the third goal, and the Porto did the same. They scored the third goal, and later the Al-Ahly scored the fourth goal, and later the Porto tied the game 4-4. About this game, the best player was Wessam Abu Ali, because he scored 3 goals. It didn't matter, because in the end both teams were eliminated because they couldn't win the game. About this game, the game finished in 4-4, but because this tied, both teams finished it with 2 points, and both teams were eliminated. About this game, the Porto finishes in the 3rd place with 2 points and minus one goal difference, and Ali finishes in the bottom with 4 points, with 2 points and minus 2 point difference. About this, I think that this was a very deception for the Porto and the Martin Anselmi's team, because before this tournament started, my favorite to win this group was the Porto, because I thought that they were the best team, but it was a failure for the Martin Anselmi, and I think that the Martin Anselmi is going to be fired, because it's not possible that the Porto hadn't qualified to the knockout round. To be honest, I don't know if the karma exists, but maybe this is the karma for Martin Anselmi, for the way how he left the Cruz Azul in the beginning of the tournament. In the second game of the same group, Inter Miami and Palmeiras tied the game 2-2. Remember that these two teams control his destiny, and for example, if these two teams, this team finishes in a tie, any team will qualify, and it didn't matter what the other two teams, what the other game. But in this game, it was almost to win for the Inter Miami to get the first place, and Palmeiras only needed to tie this game. About this game, Inter Miami started winning the game by surprise for everyone, because they were leading 1-0 in the minus 16, where the Palmeiras had been the best team, but in a tremendous counter-attack, Tadeo in a tremendous assist for Luis Suarez, Tadeo Allende finishes a tremendous play, and he scored the first goal from the Inter Miami, and they were in the game 1-0. In the halftime, this was a surprise from everyone because Inter Miami was playing a very good game, and they were leading the game 1-0. In the second half, in the Palmeiras were attacking, but they couldn't score any goal. And in the minus 65, Luis Suarez scored a golazo for the play that he created by himself, and by surprise of everyone, Inter Miami was leading the game 2-0, and they were leading the group, and they got in that moment they got the first place. But after that, Palmeiras made some substitutions that improved the team, but Inter Miami made some substitutions that affected the team, and the Palmeiras took advantage of that. And in a lapse of 7 minutes in the last part of the game, Palmeiras scored 2 goals. I think that the second goal was a golazo, and in the end, Palmeiras tied the game 2-2, and they won the group with this tie. The Palmeiras won the group with 5 points, the same point that the Inter Miami, but because the Palmeiras had a better goal difference too against the one that for the Porto. For that reason, they qualified. The Palmeiras in Inter qualified to the next round. And the games of the Group B, in the first game, PSG defeated 2-0 Seattle Sounders. Before this game, Seattle Sounders was eliminated because they were pointless, and PSG needed to win this game, and why that the Botafogo didn't win to get the first place, or minimum to tie the game to qualify to the next round. About this game, PSG had an easy game. They didn't have any problem and won this game easily. Even the PSG should have won this game by more than 3 goal difference because they dominated the game. And the Seattle Sounders played a very bad game because they couldn't compete against the PSG because the Seattle Sounders couldn't score, couldn't shoot to on goal, to on target. With this victory, the PSG won the group with 6 points, and Seattle Sounders finished it in the bottom of the group with 0 points, pointless. And in the second game, in the most important game in this group, Atletico Madrid defeated the game 1-0. About this game, Atletico Madrid needed to win this game by more than 2 goal difference to qualify to the playoff, and Botafogo could even lose this game by 1 goal difference, and they would qualify to the playoff. Botafogo needed to tie minimum this game to win the group and to finish in the first place. But about this game, Atletico Madrid was the best team because they were attacking, something very rare from the Cholo Simeone, because remember that the Cholo Simeone system is to first defend and counter-attack, and because the Botafogo they didn't need to win this game. They only needed the tie or minimum to lose this game by 1 goal difference. They decide to defend and counter-attack, and Atletico Madrid couldn't score a goal because they were attacking, and almost in the end of the game, Antonio Griezmann scored the first goal from the Atletico Madrid in the minute 87, but it was impossible to score another goal, and in the end, Atletico Madrid was eliminated. With this victory, Botafogo qualified as a second place with 6 points, and Atletico Madrid finishes in the third place with the same points, but the problem is that they had a very bad goal difference. So here is the table. How I told you, in the Group A, Palmeiras qualify as a first place with 5 points, and Inter Milan qualify as a second place with 5 points. The difference here was the goal difference, that the Palmeiras had a better goal difference than the Inter Miami, and Porto and Al-Ahly were eliminated because they finished with the same goal, the same points too. But the Porto had a better goal difference. About this group, the Porto is the deception, and it's a fouler because I didn't expect that they were going to be eliminated, and it was impossible that the Porto couldn't defeat any of the 3 teams. Some surprises from the Inter Miami because I didn't expect that they were going to qualify. Congratulations of them because I never expected this. And about the Group B, this was a very close situation because the PSG and Botafogo qualified to the knockout round. PSG as a first place and Botafogo as a second place. You can see that even the PSG lost against Botafogo, PSG qualified because of a better goal difference, and the PSG qualified since the game 1 when they defeated 4-0 Atletico Madrid. Botafogo did enough, they qualified, and they did a surprise because in my opinion Atletico Madrid was going to qualify to the knockout round. About the Atletico Madrid, they did the same points that the PSG and Botafogo, because but the problem with them was the goal difference. Remember that the Atletico Madrid affected the first game where they lost 0-4 against the PSG, and that was the game where they were eliminated. About the Atletico Madrid, I think that this is a failure, because I can't believe it that they were eliminated in this group. I know that Botafogo have been playing a very great football, all the Brazilian teams, but it's not a justification, because Atletico Madrid are one of the best teams in the Europe teams in Europe. So I don't know if Atletico Madrid need to start to discuss if Diego Simeone, sorry, is the right head coach to lead this team to win more titles. And about the seventh owner, they were pointless. They couldn't compete against these two teams, and they were eliminated. So about the knockout run, now we have the first four teams that qualified to the round of 16: Palmeiras, Botafogo, PSG, Inter Milan, and Flamengo, because they qualified the last week. So about about the round of 16, Palmeiras and Botafogo will play in the round of 16. This game will play the next Saturday, June 28 and 12 o'clock Eastern time. And the other series in the other game will be PSG against the Inter Miami. This game will play this next Sunday, June 29 and 12 o'clock Eastern time. Remember that I'm not going to give my prediction about this. I think that about the Brazilian teams is going to be a tremendous game. And I think this game is going to be defining the penalty shootouts. And about the other series, PSG against the Inter Miami, I think that the PSG won't have any problem. They will win this game easily by more than 3 goal difference, and they will qualify to the quarterfinals. But remember, after the group stage finishes, this next Tuesday, I'm gonna to record a video where I'm gonna to give my prediction about the knockout round. So wait for that. So what's next? Tomorrow we will play. We'll have another four games where we will play the games of the Group C and the games of the Group D. Remember, in the Group C, the first game, the games of the Group C, we will play at 15 o'clock Eastern time in the same schedule. The first game, Auckland City will play against the Boca Juniors. This game will be played in Geodis Park Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Remember that the Boca Juniors need to win this game by more than 4 goal difference to qualify to the knockout round, and now Auckland City is eliminated. In the other game, Benfica will play against the Bayern Munich. This game will play in the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. About this game, Bayern Munich is qualified. They only need to tie this game to qualify to the knockout round, and the Benfica need to minimum tie this game to qualify to the next round. So I think that the difference here is that the most probably the Boca Juniors are going to win this game by more than 3 goal difference. So they need that the Bayern Munich defeat the Benfica by more than 3 goal difference for 2 to qualify to the next round. I think the Boca Juniors is going to win this game by more than 3 goal difference, and I think that the Bayern are going to win this game by 1 goal difference. But because I think that the Bayern Munich is going to qualify as a first place, and Benfica is going to qualify as a second place, because Benfica will have the same points that the Boca Juniors, but Benfica will qualify because they will finish it with a better goal difference. And in the games of the Group D, in the first game, both games are going to be played at 21 o'clock Eastern time. About this game, the first game will be the important game, because it will be played the East Tunis against the Chelsea. This game will be played on Lincoln Financial Field Stadium, and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the second game will be played between the LAFC against the Flamengo. This game will be played on the Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. About this game, the important game is the East Tunis against the Chelsea, because the winner of this game is gonna to qualify to the knockout round. In this moment, the Chelsea are in the second place with 3 points, and the East Tunis are in the third place with 3 points. So the Chelsea only need to tie this game to qualify to the next round or to win this game to qualify to the next round. If the East Tunis win this game, they will qualify to the knockout round. But I think that the Chelsea won't have any problem. They will win this game by more than 2 goal difference, and they will qualify to the next round. And in the second game of the group, the LAFC will play against Flamengo. Remember that the LAFC was eliminated, and they don't have anything to fight. And Flamengo qualified to the next round. The Flamengo only need to win this game, but they only need to tie this game or minimum lose this game by 1 goal difference to qualify as a first place. So I think the Flamengo won't have any problem, and they will win this game by more than 2 goal difference, and they will win the group. So I think that the teams that will qualify in this group will be the Flamengo and Chelsea. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment suggestion, you can write me and any of my social media platforms. So see you next video. Jimmy.